When I say Hillshire, you say farm. Hillshire. UFC 313, the main event. Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Let's go. This is a huge fight. By the way, I haven't filmed in like 2 years. I was in a coma, and they say I'm the first person to ever be in a coma for 2 years and gain weight. It's just how it is, you know. I've been wanting this fight to happen for a long time. I feel like Magomed Ankalaev he's been given that one title shot, and he was underwhelming, and he had a draw with Jan Blachowicz, and the UFC said, "Give me that. You don't get to play with the belt no more. You're not a title fighter," and he's just had to fight since then and rack up wins, and I feel like he's needed to fight Alex Pereira for a long time, and it's finally happening. Now, based on, you know, that little text you see down below on your screen, you can guess who I'm picking to win this fight. I'm picking Alex Pereira. But I just want to talk about this fight, what it means, and then dissect why I think Alex Pereira will win this fight. As I said, this fight, you know, was been in the works for a long time. We know how good Magomed Ankalaev is, and he's had a lot of issues with the UFC. UFC was basically like, bro, you're boring, be more entertaining. This is a dude from Dagestan who chooses to strike, which is very strange to me. And that leads into why I think he's going to lose this fight. I think he's incredibly capable of taking down Alex Pereira and using wrestling to win this fight. But he keeps saying over and over and over and over again, I'm going to stand with Alex Pereira and I'm going to knock him out. Brother, that's stupid. If you have a gift, use it. Alex Pereira has not faced a wrestler in the UFC. I'm sorry. It bothers me that he's a champion who has never faced a wrestler. He's been able to kickbox his way to a UFC title and stay there. And I love the dude, and he does everything right, and he's not to blame for this. But homie needs to face a wrestler eventually. Like, people talk about John Jones versus Alex Pereira. As washed as I think John Jones might be, that's a hot take for another day. I think he beats Pereira just like that, because I think it's going to look like Cyril Gane. Magomed Ankalaev has some really spotty fight IQ. His leg got chewed up in that Jan Blachowicz fight, and it took like multiple rounds for him to be like, maybe I should take this guy down. Like, I can barely stand, but like maybe I should take this guy down. He eventually figured that out and like had success later in the fight because of that. Brother, you gotta mix the martial arts when you're fighting Alex Pereira. You're not gonna win a striking match with him. I mean, he could. He's a good striker. The thing is, he's a good striker. He could, you know, be on the outside and outpoint Alex Pereira, but I don't favor that method of victory for him. I think if he does that, his legs are gonna get chewed up by Alex Pereira, who kicks just as hard as Jan Blachowicz, and eventually that left hand's gonna land. And if it doesn't, a kick's going to land. And if it doesn't, a right hand's going to land. I think I think Alex Pereira is just more dangerous. We've seen it. He knocks out everyone he fights. Yes, Ankalaev is really good. He's a great striker. I just don't trust him. He's just a guy that's tough to, like, bet on. You know, it's like you have the skills, but you don't really have the brain to be able to unlock these skills and use them to their full potential. It's just, I don't know, man. It's like he's shot for one takedown in his last 3 fights. With that being said, he's looked great in his last 3 fights. Destroyed Johnny Walker. Who else? Destroyed Rakic. I think it was a decision, but he just looked fantastic. I don't know, man. I'm excited for this fight. I feel like it's needed to happen. I think when it does, you know, you can look at Alex Pereira and everything he's done, and you can look at the rest of the division and be like, yeah, this is the best guy. If he gets the job done. If Ankalaev wins, the UFC is going to lose their goddamn mind. It's better for the UFC if Pereira wins, because then you could go, you know, Pereira Jones, Pereira Aspinall, keep Pereira at light heavyweight and do Aspinall versus Jones. It opens up a lot more options here. If Ankalaev wins, expect these two to run it back immediately. So those are my thoughts on the fight. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to take home the dub? Let me know in the comment section below if you agree or if you disagree. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to agree because everyone loves Alex Pereira. All right, guys. Peace out.